This is Alex from Lift Off and Travel. If you joined us last time, you'll know we stayed at the St Regis in Langkawi. If you haven't, please check this out. This is possibly the best hotel we've ever stayed at. Today though, we're going back to the start of how we wound up in Malaysia in the first place, at the Four Seasons Kuala Lumpur. It all began in Frankfurt, catching a Cathay Pacific flight to Hong Kong before transiting on to Kuala Lumpur. Speaking of which, we're travelling to Bangkok in February, again with Cathay Pacific, so if you want to see a full review of the flight, the A350 and Bangkok, please be sure to subscribe and like below. Thank you. Landed into the international terminal, here at Kuala Lumpur International Airport, also known as Clear. You may even spot some Malaysian Airlines A380s parked up. Sadly, these are no longer in service. Take a shuttle in order to get to the main terminal. Immigration was really easy and we were out in about 10 minutes. Main terminal, we've decided to take an Uber, costing about £12 and taking about 45 minutes. We could have taken the train, but it was the same cost and involves a change taking about 1 hour 20. This is a view from the park at KLCC, which is home to the famous Petronas Towers. They were in the world's tallest buildings from 1998 to 2004. Those of you who are over 30 may remember them from SimCity. They still hold the title of the world's tallest twin towers. The mall boasts over 360 stores inside a 1 million square foot complex. The food hall has an extensive range of foods, both local and afar, with over 30 different venues. Both tourists and locals are attracted in the hundreds every day to see the light show in the park. Time to check out the hotel. The reception is located on the 6th floor. This is also where you find breakfast and bar Trigona, which is opposite, just behind the concierge. We were given a room on the 8th floor, which amazingly is the lowest floor possible. This gives us great views of the hotel pool and the main road at the front of KLCC. When you enter the room, you have a small hallway with a mirror and some interesting paintings, and this unusual but stunning storage unit. Just inside the room is this beautiful cupboard, which contains branded complimentary water, a kettle, these cute teapots, and a fridge, and impressively a proper carton of milk. Curtains can be closed and opened from a control next to the bed, and there's a thoughtful area for doing work next to the TV. And the TV itself was a really good size. This is the age of tech, so why phone the reception when you can chat to them via a tablet? This also acts as a service directory. This room is beautiful and lavish in a very different way to the St Regis in Langkawi. We absolutely love the choice of materials, the colours, and the subdued lighting. So, what was the view out the window like? Do you think it has a slight Singapore vibe? Some very different architectures going on, and the use of plants on the side of buildings helps to breathe new air into the city. We'll go check out the pool in a bit. If we head back to the entrance, there's a lovely little storage area which also includes a safe. The controls on the right can set the room lights to full, off or night mode. There's plenty of hangers, they really aren't stingy here. To see the bathroom, I simply must point out this £5,000 Japanese toilet. It even has a heated seat and can squirt you with water. I have no words. The bathroom appears slightly Art Deco and is built in this beautiful stone. The bathtub, like the St Regis, was a really good size. There was, of course, a really lovely rainfall shower. Zero complaints here. The amenities are provided by L'Occitane. It's definitely time to go see the pool and explore the hotel. On the 7th floor is the spa and a hotel shop, as well as a room with a view and a model of the hotel. Beyond that is the hotel pool, which is absolutely lush. There are vibrant trees and this lovely area with a guest marble where you can pick up your own towels. In the pool, there was a walkway, complete with 2 showers, and on the end, a sort of water feature you can go into. On the left, you can see the end of the pool. Aren't these little cabanas nice? They give you a sense of exclusivity and privacy. If that wasn't enough, there's a small pool over here with metal benches, so you can sit and admire the architecture of the hotel. Out this evening, we are going to visit Bukit Bintang, which is about 20 minutes away on foot and has a mix of modern shopping malls and Old Town. This was shot in mid-November, and despite being a mainly Muslim country, there are Christmas decorations everywhere. This is likely because it's seen as a theme to attract locals and tourists. If you've been to Asia, you may recognise the art sculpture of the durian fruit. It's one of those sort of love it or hate it fruits, but the smell is very recognisable. Small, it's called the Pavilion, and as you can see, Christmas is literally everywhere. Bukit Bintang hasn't always been like this, and was rejuvenated back in the 1980s. This is one of the trendiest areas of Kuala Lumpur. There are several landmark shopping malls, cafes, night markets and food areas. There's even a monorail, the MR6, which can take you north or south to the financial centre. After a lovely evening out, it's back for a sleep, and in the morning, the breakfast. Can't wait. After visiting the St. Regis, we had high expectations for the breakfast. Both of these hotels are in the same league, and if the design of the hotel was anything to go by, we were right to be excited. It's an absolutely stunning entrance for the breakfast. I love the subtle hint of those large hanging lights. My mouth was salivating, and this was only the bakery section. These just weren't any old muffins, but carefully thought out recipes. They had strawberry and pineapple danishes, chocolate donuts, breakfast, I don't really care, they were delicious. And my favourite, a kaya jam Berliner. Kaya jam? What's that, I hear you cry? Well, it's a jam made from coconuts, but tastes nothing like it. There's a very extensive salad bar, but who cares about that when there's so much choice? Far too many varieties of food for me to list. There were different rices, chickpea masala, Bengal fish curry, stir-fried vegetables, curry puffs, noodles, and a good selection of dim sum. Around the corner, there were different local Malaysian cuisines, and just beyond that, an Asian take on the English breakfast. As if this wasn't enough, there was a made-to-order chef station, which I never used because it was far too full, and a section of different types of congee. I promise this ends. Lastly, there was a selection of yogurts and different types of fruit. I note the English breakfast, bakery and the dim sum were excellent, but Brent didn't like the chicken, and on 2 different occasions they got my usual tea, milk and sugar wrong, delivering only a glass of hot water and nothing more. This was easily corrected until they then forgot to bring any milk. I would show you the gym, except I didn't go. So here's a cat at one of the many cat cafes in Kuala Lumpur to distract you while I summarise our stay. Four Seasons truly is an experience. We were spellbound from the moment we arrived. There is so much grandeur about a building that makes you check in on the 6th floor. We went for the lowest category room and we were amazed by the size and the facilities. All the details of which are below in the description, as well as our upcoming videos. I can overlook that the tea wasn't quite right on 2 different occasions. The restaurant was half full, and at this point, it was in no way small. Four Seasons was recently voted as the hotel to visit when staying in Kuala Lumpur. There are so many good choices here for every type of budget. You've got to love how close it is to the shopping mall, the light show, and so many other tourist attractions. And this is the first and only hotel we've ever been to that's actually given you a milk carton in the room fridge. If you've enjoyed the video, please help us and subscribe below, and don't forget to hit that like button. Until our next adventure, this was Alex and Brent working off our breakfast.